Hi everybody, it's Charlotte with Charlotte Plans, and I am here to give you my week 1 check-in for December 2020. And I got a little crazy on some things, but I'm also not too crazy because some of them are kind of school expenses and things like that. There was one thing that I've been trying to figure out how to pay because it's basically pay off my cell phone. So that way my monthly budget for the cell phone can go down to probably around $50 or less instead of having to pay for the actual phone. So I looked at it and I had a remaining $416.64 left on the phone. And I went ahead and just decided that that was the best thing to do. I did put it on a credit card, so I will be paying that off. I have better visibility because I do share a cell phone plan with my mom, and she's the account owner, so she sees the bill. I just pay her my portion of the bill every single month. And this way it's now my responsibility. I mean, it's always been my responsibility, but now it's like, let's lower the bill for at least her. Not that her part of the bill isn't gonna change much, but at least get this to where it's in my court and I see it instead of just basically trying to log in every single month and see what my bill is and what my part of the bill is. So I went ahead and just decided to put it on the credit card, and I will slowly pay it off, but it will also I'll be able to pay it off faster because I will put more money towards the credit card to pay off the cell phone than everything. Okay, so this is what my week 1 looks like for December. So I need to see what I am tracking because I've already forgotten. Okay, gifts, groceries, and pet food. So the first thing right here is my pet food account, my pet food, litter, treats, all of that type of stuff for the cats. I order it from Chewy.com. It's a lot easier because I just go ahead and try to do a big monthly purchase and it gets delivered to my doorstep. I just have to figure out how to get the big heavy boxes into the front door without letting any kittens out the front door. So for December, it was $290.38 so far. So $290.38, and rent is the usual $600. Cell phone is the $105.05. That will be going down in December, hopefully, since I have paid off the cell phone. Okay, going into Wednesday, I had my pest control automatically come out, and then I went ahead and I have miscellaneous. So Han Books is the company where I purchase my Korean textbooks from. So it was $36.79, and I need a calculator. One moment. So let's look. Miscellaneous. I have Han Books, which was the textbook and the workbook. HKEC, the Houston Korean Education Center, $50 for my spring course for Korean 3. Astro Center, $44.90, and that is one of my guilty pleasures is pulling up my horoscope, astrology, and numerology reports from this place online. It's just a thing I do every year. I don't base everything off of it. It's just kind of interesting to see if any of it actually falls into place. I have yet to review this year's to see if, it warned about the pandemic. I'm not sure. And then, of course, the cell phone of $416.64. So I'm going to add up all of those, and hopefully I push the right buttons because it's been forever and a day since I have used this, because I always want to push the period, the dot right here, and I know I shouldn't. Plus 416.64. So that is $548.33. I apologize if you can hear any yard work in the background. Neighbor is getting their yard mowed. Okay, miscellaneous. 5, 4, 8, 3, 3 so far. Okay, I'm going to check all of those that I have counted them. Okay, So I've also paid off, not paid off, but I've put some payments to credit cards. So $37.31, that is a business expense, and I will be now marking that as a business expense. So it is $37.31 starting in November, starting in January, I will be marking this $37.31 as a business expense because it is a business expense. It is the security for my website, for my editing business. And then the other stuff that is debts. I have credit card 11873. I need to go and change this because I had at one point my debit card got hacked somehow and I had to change credit cards, and I have yet to change the Netflix and my gym to my new card. It's on a credit card, so I need to actually update those. So that happened last month, but I need to actually mark it that I paid it because I paid it. So that is that. I need to go back into the credit card. And the other thing that I mentioned in my December budget, my car loan, the regular payment is $399.46 every single month, but I decided I want to pay this off a little bit faster than I already am. So I went ahead and said, why round up to $400 because it's just a couple of extra cents. So I am doing $450, and that's an extra $50 and a couple cents to every single payment, and I am okay with that. So that was taken out on the 3rd. And then restaurants, Domino's, $37.32. The last time I ordered a pizza was, let's see, back in November, and it was on the 10th. So I wanted a pizza. Okay, the other two things right here for the second were personal expenses, and I went ahead and ordered some Function of Beauty shampoo. I will be testing it out because I am trying to find a good shampoo for my hair. Everything, I've tried Pros, and it didn't really work for my hair, so I'm going to try Function of Beauty. If not, then I will go back to drugstore brands, Pantene, Fructis, whatever ones kind of work with my hair. But my hair seems to get a lot more damage, so I'm going to see if Function of Beauty will help. So it was $100.63 because I added in the leave-in treatment and I think the oil that came with it as well. I could be wrong, but we're going to try to see if that works. Okay, and then the other personal expense at my chiropractic clinic, she is a homeopathic she's a chiropractor, but she has certificates in homeopathy. So I purchased 2 types of homeopathic drugs. It's not really drugs though, but one of them is the stress relief. It's by Box, and I'll insert a picture somewhere up here. The other one is Myocalm, and it's another one that it helps me kind of go to sleep. That was $51 for both of those. Etsy, that was a goal planner that I went ahead and purchased. And then I had a business expense, not business, but a personal expense of $540 for a subscription. So I am going to go ahead and take my pencil and mark off over here things that I have already done. So I've done cell phone and rent and pest control and car loan. And then I also, one subscription of $540 so far. Miscellaneous, we already know that is right now at $548.33, which is way over the zero. Okay, so 163 plus 51, and I'm over on personal. 151.63, 37. I am still under on restaurants, and I don't go out very often. Crafts, 5. And that is it for those. So as far as gifts, I have not purchased any, and switching back to a pin. Not purchased any. Groceries, I have not purchased any. Okay, so gifts remaining, I still have $200 remaining for gifts. Groceries, I still have $400 remaining. Pet food was $350 for the month, and not $900. $350 minus $290, $38. So I have $59, $62. Let's see, there are 4 more weeks left, so we still have $100. I plan to go to the grocery store tomorrow, and which is Sunday, to buy some stuff to start making soups and crock pot stuff. So I'll have some money spent tomorrow, which will show up on week 2. Okay, pet food divided by 4, $14.90. I know I could round up, but really I'm going to round down because I don't want to round up because I don't have actually $14.91 for the next 4 weeks. I had $14.90 and some change at the end. Okay, miscellaneous, I am way over. 5, 4, 8, 3, 3. And gifts, I'm not going to do the weekly. So let's see where I have overspent. So overspent on miscellaneous. I knew that when I was doing my cell phone, I knew I was going to do that. Pet food, I'm still within the margin. I may have to pick up some treats sometime during the month of December, but it won't be $59 or anything like that. Groceries, like I said, I'm going to go pick up some stuff to make some soups, and I am actually surprised because I did that in November, and I haven't closed this out for you guys to see, but in grocery wise, I only spent $286, so I had $113 remaining. So I did the same thing. I went and bought a lot of stuff for soups and made a lot of crock pot soups, and on the stovetop soups, and canned them, not really canned them. I put them in jars, and it was almost like a canning process because I put them in when they were hot and they sealed up as they cooled, and then I threw them in the freezer. So I still have room for things going on. So I'm actually proud of myself. It's a little, miscellaneous, that's a little high, and personal, a little high, but I'm okay with that for now. We'll see later on in the month if that was a bad expense. But anyways, I hope everybody enjoyed this, and I will be back next week with a week 2 check-in. Thank you, everybody, and stay safe. Bye.